Hello, and welcome to
It's 5 o'clock somewhere, Henny.
with your hosts, Shannon,
Aren't we all whores just looking for a dirty pole to take our last ride on?
Sally, and
What the fat hell are you talking about? Because that is a full-blown beef meat.
Andy,
Shut up, Patty Lupone! Shut your brassy, magnificent trap!
featuring Shiloh,
I will not drink eggnog while wearing a cast iron brassiere.
Eva,
Well, I may buy a small diaper for your chin because it looks like a baby's ass.
and Adrian.
I tell you, my whole life, I've never been so sick and tired of looking at one girl's breast.
Hello.
Hello. Hey.
Was Shiloh's little clip B. Arthur? Was that B. Arthur?
Yeah.
For Shiloh? I love that.
What was
That's
Sally's?
awesome.
What was Sally Ann's? What was that from?
Saturday Night Live. Adrian Bryant, when she played that gross girl, Caitlin, I think, and she's talking to Ryan Gosling.
Okay. Oh, okay. Okay.
It's it's pretty funny. It's funny. So
Good times.
how is everybody?
I'm tired.
Are you tired?
No, I'm tired. Yeah, but it's
Me too.
it's good. It's good. We finished Monday. It's a short work week for me because I'm going
Oh,
on vacation.
Nice.
When you leaving?
So Friday. It's Friday to Tuesday.
Nice.
Sit my tail on the beach and drink for 3. We have 3 full days on the beach, and honestly, it's probably
That's enough. Yeah.
I mean,
where are you going?
we go to Santa Rosa Beach, which is down near like the Destin area, 30A as it's known as now, but it's popular all over. That's the little highway, 30A, and it's become quite popular with people out here in the last several years. Like when I first moved here, nobody from Texas went to Florida for vacation, it seemed
Yeah.
like, or at least not to the Panhandle. And now,
Yeah.
damn
You st-
Texans.
You started a
taking over.
trend. They all want to be like you.
I'm a trendsetter. I mean, what
You
can I
are.
say? You know?
Where do you fly into? Or do you drive? You don't drive, do you?
No, we fly into Fort Walton.
Oh, okay.
We've flown into I have flown into Panama City before as well, but it all just depends on airfare. And
Yeah.
I like to fly American because that's who all my points are with, but they're just so expensive this year. We're flying Southwest. So going, we actually have to connect in Nashville, but it's not too bad. But for the price difference, it was
Yeah.
a no-brainer.
Yeah.
So we'll go connect. We'll still get there Friday afternoon, and then it's a direct flight. So
Nice. How many years
Hey,
old?
Hazel, there are 6 of us going, but only 2 fly. Only girl Shannon and not the other girl Shannon.
Yeah.
No, that's girl Shiloh. I'm thinking of, right? Girl Shiloh. My bad. But girl Shannon and I fly, and then let's see, Ange lives in Louisiana, and the other 3 live in Mississippi. So
Nice.
yeah,
Y'all got a hotel or a house or?
we have a condo. We go to the same place every year, but a different unit depending on, because last year there were only 4 of us, so we had a smaller unit. But we go to the same place. It's a small, I think I'm going to say there's probably about 40 units or so, maybe. I'm not sure, but it's, it's nice. So
Good.
And we're at that age where we like to stay somewhere where when we go down, there's a guy that'll set up our umbrella and chairs and
Nice.
all that good stuff. So
Yes.
Very cool.
Well, that sounds like fun.
yes, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. What y'all got going on this week? Or what y'all do this weekend? Let's back up. It's not all about me. What y'all do this weekend?
Well, I really didn't do anything Friday. Saturday, it rained all day. It was a really gloomy
Fabulous.
day. So I just kind of tooled around here and I don't need days like that at home when it's raining and gray often because I went down a rabbit hole.
Uh-oh. Do tell.
So I started, people with MS, if you don't know, listeners and viewers,
Who
I
has
have
MS?
sclerosis, I do.
Okay.
So
Still, okay.
the-
I thought we did that. What did we do that walk for then?
I
I
know.
don't know. The life expectancy is
Oh
8 to
God.
10 years younger.
We heard this last time.
Yes.
We've been on the life expectancy for a couple of
Yeah.
weeks
Right.
now. Okay.
So I did more research and I was looking it up to make sure that was a fact across the
Did you
Across the
just
board,
make
that's the
that
fact.
shit up? Is
I
that what
know.
you're?
No.
think so.
Because I just looked at a couple of places. So
Oh,
76 seems to be the target.
okay.
So that leaves me 17 more years.
Yeah.
You told us
So-
it was going to be 10. Last week you were
Yeah.
like, I've got 10 to 12 more
Yeah.
years. Now
Well,
it's 17.
17. So I started making my bucket list.
Oh, shit.
Before you say anything, should we have a countdown clock on the show? Like 17
No.
years backwards?
It's too soon. It's too soon. It's too soon.
So what's on your bucket list?
Oh my gosh.
I hope it's not running a marathon. That's probably not
No.
gonna happen.
I want to go to Australia and I want to go to the northern European countries, Norway, Finland, Sweden, and Denmark, and I want to see the northern lights. I want to go to the last 4 states that I haven't been to yet.
Okay.
Idaho,
What for?
Idaho, North Dakota, Montana, and Maine.
Okay.
Those are places. People, I want to meet Rafa Nadal, and I want to meet Patty LuPone. And
Well, her days might be starting to get number 2. I
Right.
mean, she's
I
been
know.
around a while.
I know it.
And she was just here a couple of weeks ago, I think. You missed your chance.
Was she in? She was up at the Eisman Center.
Iceman. Yeah, I think
Up in
so.
Richardson, yeah.
Yeah.
So just stuff like that.
Well, it's good. It's good to have a bucket list.
Well, did
Yeah.
you write it out? I mean, did you?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it's on my computer.
Now,
Okay.
now this is a word we talked about a long time ago, maybe before we were recording, but you know, if are you manifesting that?
I'm not manifesting.
Because that's the buzzword right now. So you need
Yes.
to manifest this. So
I-
make it happen.
What is it? A dream board? What is it?
Vision
What is it?
board.
Oh, your vision board, yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Oprah's vision board. No, I don't have a
Okay.
vision board either.
You need to cut out photos of Australia and put them
No.
on your wall, and
No.
koala bears and Rafa Nadal, and you probably already have pictures of him on your wall anyway. So.
Probably right next to Judy Kuhn. So
Mhm, yeah,
Mhm.
he's like their love child.
stalker, stalker. Yeah.
And then
So that's what you did on Saturday. Okay.
yeah. And then Sunday I was just out with the gang. Sunday
We're talking
afternoon
about
was-
yesterday, the usual strip places.
Yeah.
We went to the Grapevine.
The grapevine.
Oh, I think I saw
Yeah.
PH posted a picture.
The
of
new
Grapevine.
the new
Okay.
The new
Grapevine.
grapevine.
How is the new Grapevine? Does it
Nice.
have the same feel as the old
A
Grapevine?
little bit. It's, I mean, it's big, so it's a lot bigger than the old
It's
one was.
nicer.
Yeah.
It's nicer. Yeah. And it's kind of sad. I mean, it wasn't that busy while we were there, and it was beautiful out yesterday.
Oh, it
It
was
was
such a
gorgeous.
great day
Like,
yesterday.
like every
You know where
patio
everybody
should be
was?
packed.
You know where they were? They were
Where?
at Waters Creek shopping.
Really?
I don't know. We were
And you were-
slammed
you were waiting on
yesterday,
them?
So,
No.
but I think because it was so yucky Saturday, people were like, "Oh, we got to get out and go shopping today." I'm like,
Right.
No, you don't. But
Well, we
okay.
went to a movie on Sunday morning at
What'd you
11.
see?
And you were going to
Is
ask
it a
me that.
Marvel? Is it a
Nope.
Marvel movie?
Nope. It is The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare.
I've seen trailer for that. Yeah.
It's the one
Wait,
that-
who's in that?
Henry Cavill.
Is
Okay.
it good?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Cool.
He's in it, and then the guy from Reacher, you know, the big blonde.
Yeah.
muscle guy
Oh, I
from
love
Reacher.
him. Yes.
Alan
They're in it.
Richardson.
And then the guy, Pettifor, he was on
Pettifor?
I am number 4. That's his
Yeah.
last name. I don't know.
Oh.
Alex Pettifor or something. Anyway, it's good. It's a lot of, it's like it's set back in their English military undercover and against the Nazis. So it's, you know,
Oh,
set-
yeah.
that's really
It's a
good.
period piece.
It is a period piece. And
Okay.
lots of good eye candy. So that makes it worth it. So yes.
There you go.
Lots of
Cool.
shooting and
Okay.
killing, lots of, you know, killing Nazis. So you know,
Oh,
yeah.
one other thing I did last week is I saw Kathy Griffin.
Oh, right.
Oh
Kathy
yeah,
Griffin.
we didn't. Yeah, we didn't.
She, excuse
Was
me,
it good?
she's hilarious as always. But the thing that about 10, 15 minutes in, somebody from the back of the orchestra said, yeah, Kathy, stop the show and call paramedics because somebody was having a stroke. So we stopped the show. Paramedics came, got the person, took him out. And she, slowly got everybody back into the show, whatever. Turns out this dude had taken more than a couple of gummies. Yeah.
Do you know? I know someone who did not dose correctly with
Yeah.
gummies or edibles or whatever, and kind of had a bad reaction. They said that they thought they were having a heart attack or stroke. I was like,
Yeah.
but I thought like pot was just supposed to mellow you out. Like,
I don't know. But
I mean, it's not pot, but you know what I mean.
I was
Marijuana.
scrolling through
So,
TikTok on
she posted
Thursday.
about it.
Yeah,
she posted
she
about
posted, she goes, Dallas was great, Low played majestic, the crowd was wonderful. She told about the guy having a stroke. And she goes, and come to find out the guy just dosed himself on gummies. I'm like, dose yourself, you genius. But
idiot.
it was a fantastic show. She's funny as always. She talked about living next door to Kim and Kanye and Sharon.
Oh, I bet that's interesting.
And Sharon Stone, who she calls Stoney, and Jane Fonda. You know how she is with celebrities. She just calls them out of their ridiculous behavior and they get mad at her for no reason. So,
Yeah.
How was your date for the show?
He was exhausted.
Was he a gentleman?
Well, it's his partner. Yeah.
I know. I said, was he a gentleman? All night?
Total.
Like, absolutely. I would expect
gentleman.
nothing less.
That's right.
It was good.
Well, the reason I didn't go is because I was in Austin for part of the week last week. And so Thursday and Friday, I was at this conference at this place called Lost Pines. It's like northeast of Austin. And so I'm like, all right. So I'm driving out there and I'm like, where in the hell am I going? Like, it's out in the wilderness. And I'm like,
did you think like Freddy Krueger was going to jump out or
yeah.
whoever, you know?
I mean, it's like this old rustic hotel and they have like horseback riding and they have
kind of cool though,
all these
right?
animals and a golf course. Yeah, it was really nice. But I'm like, okay, well,
who knew this was here, right?
Right. And but who thought I needed or wanted to go out into the wilderness again? I mean, but it was fun. But it's a pretty place down there if you ever want to. I mean, 2 days was enough for me because that's all I need in the wilderness. But if you want,
it was a hotel, right? You weren't camping.
It was a hotel.
Right.
That's right.
Okay.
If I was camping, I would have turned the car around and gone back to a hotel.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't do that. No.
Listen, I went camping. The last time I went camping, I think I was probably 24 or 25. And I said while we were doing it, I was like, this is the last time I will ever camp. Unless something bad happens and I wind up living, under a bridge somewhere, I will never camp again. And I have stuck to that. So
that's why God made hotels, so we don't have to camp.
Absolutely. I need running water and refrigerated air. So.
Yes.
Yes. And a mattress. So.
A toilet, a shower, a mattress, and air conditioning.
Just the basics. I don't ask for much. So.
And room service.
I mean, that's a plus, but I don't even have to have room service. No. So
it's
just a cold Diet Coke.
Yeah. Are you having a Diet Coke? What are you drinking, Sally Ann?
Well, I'm having a Diet Coke. I have that, but I also have my summer drink, which is my Deep Eddies Ruby Red vodka. And I usually drink it with just soda, but I don't have any soda, so it's a little diet ginger ale, and it's quite tasty. Is
that what you'll be drinking? Will you be drinking that this weekend on the beach, or is there a different drink you have on the beach?
I'm gonna make this lemonade drink. It's lemonade and pineapple juice and vodka and ginger ale.
Ooh, that sounds good.
And I bought these little bags, these little frozen. I think I told you they're almost like, imagine like Capri Sun. They're just little clear plastic baggies. And so I'm going to make it the night before and put it in the bags and put them in the freezer.
Ooh.
So they'll get almost slushy, and then throw them in the cooler to take down to the beach. So,
nice.
Good idea.
Nice.
I have a few good ideas here.
Yeah.
So.
You're a regular Martha Stewart, aren't you?
That's me. That's me. Shannon, are you drinking Tito's tonight by chance?
I am. What a
What?
shocker. But I'm drinking out of a Cheers
What is
and
that?
Beers. It says Cheers and Beers to 40 years. It was in my cabinet. I think it was for my brother's 40th birthday in Vegas. Somehow I ended up
I was
with
gonna
cups.
say, well,
I don't know. I'm not 40, and it's and I don't have this for my 40th birthday party, so I know there isn't time. So.
was your 40th the fraternity sorority party? Oh my God,
Yep.
that was so much fun.
That
That was
was
fun.
fun. That was a lot
That
of
was so
fun.
much fun.
Yes.
Mhm.
Andy, about you?
I am having a delicious summer drink.
Smoothie.
Nope, the smoothie. It's Tito's, lemonade, and pureed watermelon.
I'm gonna need to step up my game. You guys are
that sounds
fancy.
very
Yeah.
good.
I just threw some watermelon in my little
Mhm.
bullet
Yeah.
and then mix my Tito's and my vodka with it. It's
Your
quite
Tito's, wait, your Tito's and your vodka?
my Tito's and my
Yeah.
lemonade, sorry.
How many of those has he had?
Right.
I
How much?
saw
the
that
first
reminds
one,
me.
first one.
My Tito's and my vodka. I saw something probably on Instagram where they were like, take watermelon and cut it into slices and soak it in tequila and then salt it.
Oh.
And you've got like margarita, watermelon margarita
Yeah.
slices.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
Sounds pretty good.
That does sound pretty good.
Have you ever plugged a watermelon? Not pegged, plugged.
Well, there's that famous song, The Watermelon Crawl, by who sang that?
Oh,
Some
my.
country song, The Watermelon Crawl.
Yeah. Haven't you put vodka in a watermelon before, Andy? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, that's what he means. Yeah.
I tried, but
Most people just say,
away.
have you put vodka in a watermelon? They don't say, have you plugged a watermelon?
You never heard that before?
I know.
I mean, you can
Never
plug
heard
a
it called
pumpkin,
that.
but not a watermelon.
You never
Oh, pumpkin. Oh.
Gross.
They're both
Okay,
slimy inside,
enough.
right?
Okay, enough. Yeah.
That's plenty.
Okay.
Shiloh, you're on here early. Welcome.
I was later than I was last time.
I know.
Well, because you were told to be early
Last time you were early.
I don't know when to show up, so
I know. I gave him bad info on the WNBA draft. So
Yeah, you did, but that's okay. We enjoyed having him.
yeah. So what are we celebrating this week?
Okay, well, I did my
wait.
homework.
It's
It's Earth Day.
Oh, Earth Day. Yes, it is Earth
It's
Day.
Earth Day. It is also Passover.
It is.
For our Jewish friends. Yes. And what else do we have? Hang on. Tomorrow, where is it? Oh, yeah, the 24th. So day after tomorrow, Andy, is National Bucket List Day. So you're ahead.
I'm gonna
You're
finish
ahead on
mine.
making you're ahead on making your bucket list. And also the last Wednesday in April, is that this week, is Stop Food Waste Day. So let's all just finish our plates on Wednesday.
Okay.
And then also the end of the week is National Administrative Professionals Day. That should
I need to
always be
remember that.
celebrated.
I need to remember that.
Always take
Okay.
care of your admins.
Okay.
And the 25th is National Hug a Plumber Day.
Wait.
Are there some hot plumbers? I don't know. So
Take care of your admins. Apparently, you don't have admins like Carol and Margot.
oh yeah,
Yeah, Andy takes care of them by firing them every week.
I know.
I have to keep them out of jail.
Bless their hearts. Bless their hearts. And you know, April 25th, there's a lot going on. April 25th is also National DNA Day, which I don't know what you're supposed to do on that. But
now we're back to another it's another sexual thing. No,
Yep.
No, are any
Leave
of
your
y'all
DNA everywhere.
Oh God. Are any of y'all have any of y'all done like 23andMe or anything like
Yes.
that?
Yeah.
Y'all have? I want.
Yeah.
Nobody needs my DNA.
Well,
SAP
is
and
somebody
I are in the
uses
same
it?
boat.
Ancestry.com.
What'd you say, Shiloh?
But SAP and I are in the same boat. We don't want to find out we have children. That's why we're not.
Well, I would know if I had children, Shiloh.
Yeah.
So there's a difference there.
Maybe.
I don't.
You maybe have missed a year, right? You don't know.
I could have lacked.
In
There was
college.
a coma?
Yeah.
There were some pretty bad hangovers here.
You
and
didn't
there,
sell
so-
any eggs in college, did you?
No.
No.
And then also Friday, which is important in my house, it's National Hairball Awareness Day.
Yeah.
Because
Oh,
sometimes
Joe.
we have to deal with a hairball. Yeah.
So go back to the DNA. There's a DNA day. Wait,
National DNA Awareness Day.
you got to be aware of your DNA.
Let me look and see what it says. It's probably somebody like 23andMe sponsoring it.
Probably,
Like, you know, I mean,
Andy,
crime, wipe everything down. Don't leave
Yeah.
any DNA.
Yep.
Andy, was there anything shocking in your 23andMe or your Ancestry.com?
No,
Like,
we're
I mean, you are from South Carolina. Was there any
oh,
tree
but
branches that didn't
No.
split?
there's not. We haven't been in South Carolina that long. We all came from Glasgow, Scotland. That's
Oh,
where my people are from.
okay. That's why you have kilts, isn't it?
Yep.
Because you're Scottish.
Exactly.
I'll have to get my.
oh, this was the day in 1953 that James Watson and Francis Crick formally announced their discovery of whatever, which is DNA. So
Oh.
it's the anniversary of the discovery of DNA
That's
Right.
Friday. Sweet.
on the 25th.
Okay.
Which is also National Gummy Bear Day. Now I don't know if that's regular gummies or the gummies like the Kathy Griffin fan were
Right.
had. So
Double helix.
You know
no
that
helix.
you know this week it's the last full week in April. Next week is May.
It's gonna be May.
And we know what May is.
Somebody has
My
Mother's
birthday
Day.
month.
It's
My-
Mother.
Do we have to celebrate the whole month for you?
It's
No.
Mother's Day,
Okay,
and it's
good.
Shannon Brown's 54th birthday.
Oh,
54?
That's sweet.
Are you 55?
It's
Oh wait, no, you're 65.
I'm 55. I'll be 55.
Right.
it's the double nickel birthday.
Yes, yes. I'm Sammy Hagar can't drive 55 or be
There you
55.
go.
Gotcha.
B-52s.
Love Shack, maybe.
I don't even remember 52.
So anyway, so that's what we're celebrating.
All right.
So
Cool.
there you go.
All right. All right, Andy,
Awesome.
what are you over?
Okay. So I was cleaning off my computer and I had this old training demo that some company said I was reviewing it for something. And the little woman narrating was nice, was very eloquent with her words, everything, until she got to the very end and said, click the save button. Except she went, click the save button.
Button.
Yeah, button. Why are you going to say that on a video that you're sending to all your customers? That just ruined it for me. Like, I don't want your product anymore. You're stupid.
Because she's like from upstate New York or something. They say
No,
that up
no,
there.
not even then. Not if this is going to your customers all over the country. Why are you going to put? Please press the button or input.
Why not just press the whatever key?
Yeah, click
And
save.
then you don't have to say button.
Click enter. But if you're going to do a voiceover,
Get it right.
yeah.
You
And
should do
whoever
voiceover work.
whoever let that video out without edit should be fired.
That's nobody caught that. Since I don't have an accent, I think I should probably do some voiceover work.
I hear they're bringing back King of the Hill. Maybe you can be on there.
That was a good. I think that was a good cast of people. Actually,
Yeah.
that might be fun. So he's
Diane?
over button.
Yeah. What are you over?
That's what I'm.
I'm over. Y'all know I watch a lot of the TikTok these days. I'm over people whining about their childhood trauma. Everybody has childhood trauma, apparently, right? I mean, it's exhausting to hear about the childhood trauma. Like they got reprimanded for something and it's childhood trauma, or they didn't get the lead in a school play and it's childhood trauma. Get over yourself. Get over it and move on.
Now, are these adults that are like reflecting on it? Or are these kids
These are that Gen Z group,
Oh.
those whiny little babies that cry about everything. It's true.
They can't do anything for themselves.
Oh my God, it's true. But it's all this childhood drama, trauma and drama. Yeah, I didn't get to have, I didn't get to have a Spider-Man birthday party. That's my childhood trauma.
I'll agree with you.
Yeah, so I'm over that.
And they're all over TikTok too. You're right.
I know they want to be validated, I think. So
yeah.
I watch it, and rather than I scroll through it a lot of times, but sometimes I just watch it and it just fires my rage, know, so.
Validation not given, damn it.
There you go. So what about you, Shanna Boo Boo? What are you over?
So we went to the movie, like I said, on Sunday morning, and I enjoy going to movies. I've always enjoyed going to movies. I like just the experience and all of it. But one of the reasons I don't like going to the movies anymore is that it is 20 minutes of previews before the movie even starts. Like, it used to be 1 or 2. Now it's like a dozen.
And the movie's already 2+ hours long.
Already, yeah. So I'm like, okay, I got my popcorn and my water or whatever. And
it's water. Blessing.
And by the time the previews are over,
You're done with it.
the popcorn and the water. I'm like, I wanted to watch the movie with this.
And with my popcorn.
Yeah. So I don't need all those previews.
I get it. I agree.
Most movies are sucky anyway that are out. So but there is one the one they did show was the Deadpool one, which was really good.
Did you see that trailer that came out today?
I saw the movie on Sunday. Yeah.
The new it looks good. It looks funny.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, it looks good. Yeah, that one looks good.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm over. So
cool.
Okay.
All right, what are you obsessed with?
I am obsessed with since I have a lot of trouble sleeping, so I have an app on my phone called Better Sleep, and you can play sounds, you can play green noise, brown noise, white noise, whatever. I have different stories that you can listen to as well. So I'm
like, wait, stories? Like somebody's reading to you a bedtime story?
Yeah.
That's creepy.
That's creepy. And
Shiloh agrees with me. That's creepy.
I listened to one of those before, the bedtime story things. They're so boring they put you to sleep.
Yep. Like the story of T, Starship 28, A Day in the Garden Under the Northern Lights. I'm going to get through all of them. But they're just stories that you can listen to, and I'm just.
Does it automatically shut off, or do you wake up listening to that stupid stuff?
It goes through the whole thing, but I'll sleep through it.
Oh, okay.
Give me about 5-10 minutes, I'm gone.
So I did that. I did one of those apps for a while. I think it was called Sleep With Me.
Yeah.
It was a guy telling stories. It wasn't anything dirty. I got the app thinking it was something else completely, but then it just wound up being a guy telling stories.
She thought it was a dating app. Sleep with me.
His voice, it's so boring that it puts you to sleep. And I'm like, that's good for you. We're all good. We all have our gifts, right?
That's
his gift.
The voice with the sound effects and all the background noise is just so calm and soothing. I just fall right to sleep. So that's why I'm obsessed.
Good. Well, Timmy always tries to talk to me when I'm trying to sleep, so I'll send him over. I'll send him to your house to put you to sleep. How's that? Shut up! What?
SAP?
I'm obsessed with trying to find the perfect self tanner right now. So I'm having a hard time.
You're not going to spray tan?
Yeah.
Did we talk about spray tan?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah. I thought about it, but
Michael Little's, like whatever Michael Little uses. He's got that nice bronze color.
I don't need to be real bronze, just a little glow. The thing about going to get airbrushed is it's expensive and it doesn't really last. So I'm trying to find, something I can, and it's like I'm looking at my feet. They're a mess right now. So it's okay though, but I'm a little obsessed with it. So if any of our fives of listeners knows of a really good self-tanning like lotion or self-tanning drops I can add to my lotion, let me know, because I'd like a little bit of color on my legs.
I think Eva uses something.
Now that you mention it, Michael Little is tan.
You think that's natural?
It's
No,
not natural. No.
I'm just thinking back to yesterday, and I'm like,
Does he go to the tanning bed?
for a
I
split
don't
second, I'm
know.
like, he's pretty dark.
I think it's in a
And then-
bottle, but you can tell when he first does it because he's a different shade.
Okay.
I'm trying to be PC again. He's a different shade.
What I don't know what is. How would you describe that color? Is it giraffe color? Giraffe yellow? Giraffe
Oh.
It's a little giraffe orange to start. It wouldn't be that bad, but his he's so tall, is like he's all legs, so that's all
Yeah.
you see. So it
Yeah.
sticks out. Yeah,
That's a lot of lotion. Those are long legs.
I think that's why
Those
it's
are-
John.
It's a lot of real estate right there, right?
what about you, Shan?
Oh, so I don't know why this. Oh, because last week, I think it was last week, Eva was mentioning, or somebody was mentioning Shelley Miscavige from the
Yes.
Scientology.
Yes. Scientology. Shh.
Yeah.
We don't want them tracking us down.
So I drove to Austin and I was like, I need a podcast. So I started listening to the one with Leah Remini and Mike Rindle. So they were the ones on the show, right?
Yeah.
So they have a podcast and it's called Fair Game. And so I started listening to that and I'm kind of obsessed with it.
I listened to.
I was walking. I was listening to two earlier today.
Did you walk by the Scientology place? Because isn't there one down there in Austin?
Oh yeah, but no, I didn't.
I don't know.
Maybe I did.
I think Mike died.
Did he?
Did he die recently?
Well, these are like from last year, so I don't know.
He died.
Did he die naturally?
Right. I mean,
I can't say, but why do I think? Are you looking it up? 'Cause I feel like he did, but I've listened to a few of those.
Yeah, they're good. And she's got a potty mouth. I love. I mean, she
she does. I appreciate it. Yeah, she doesn't care.
She doesn't care.
She
And
doesn't
her
care.
voice, she sounds like she smokes 3 packs a day, but I know it's just her voice. So it's
She's such a New Yorker, right?
Yes, yes.
But that's a good one. Yeah.
Yeah, he's got the Australian accent, so he kind of,
I want to
It
know
balances out.
balances out.
I want to know what happened to Shelley Miscavige, but I don't want to research it because they might come after me.
Well, there's a
They're
lot of
gonna
podcasts.
come out after us anyway, I think. So
Yeah, probably. Now that I've talked about it, I've set up some alarm in Scientology. So.
For your birthday, Shannon.
apparently he did.
You got to check
apparently
the
he
Clearwater, Florida.
Apparently he did not die.
Glad we didn't start
died.
that rumor.
I thought I read that he died.
There goes
Does
Mike
he
Ren-
have cancer?
Mike Rendell will not sponsor us now.
Yeah. We'll never be on their podcast.
Nope.
Okay. That's
All
what
right.
I'm obsessed with.
Sweet. So
Yes, he has cancer.
So Andy doesn't need a countdown clock, but maybe Mike Rinder
Mike
needs
does,
one.
yeah.
Is that what we're
Possibly,
doing?
yeah.
he can borrow mine until I need it.
Okay.
Y'all can share a timeshare, if you will. So
Exactly.
Put both of you on watch.
oh my gosh.
I told Roger I think next we have a little report from our coach, Daddy. What's up, Shy?
Hello,
Woo
hello.
woo.
I'm glad I don't get that weird intro with the clapping anymore. Thank you, Andy, for not being able to figure that. I went out.
I
You
don't
got
have
B.
a-
Arthur though. You didn't hear the beginning of the
You
show.
did get B.
You
Arthur.
got B. Arthur though. So
Son of a bitch. Okay, I guess I'll have to go back and listen to the first 30 seconds. No gay softball this weekend. We were saved by the rain, which it rained all day Saturday. So from our 5 listeners that aren't in Dallas, we got rain here. So no, we did a lot of Sunday fun day instead and Saturday fun day.
What are you gonna have to make of the softball games?
So the E team lost 4 games and the Legends team only
Oh.
lost 1. So right now it looks like we're going to be playing the next rainout date is actually the weekend in May where we're supposed to have the end of season tournament. So now the end of season tournament is going to be in June.
Gotcha.
Which we're trying to avoid. Yeah. So
that might be the same time, Eva, as the College World Series of softball.
Oh, I know.
In June. I could. Yeah. What do you do then? Yeah.
Does Mississippi State have a good team?
I don't know, but I know Eva and Rick are big women's softball fans.
Does LSU have a good team?
They do. They do.
They usually do.
They played Tennessee this past weekend, which is the 5th number 5, and LSU's number 7, and they lost the series. 2-3, or 2 games out of 3 they lost.
Trash.
So Rick was like, no, no. But the pitcher for LSU on Saturday game, they won 1-0. She threw a no-hitter. So.
Oh wow.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
So Rick didn't beat you Saturday. He beat you the other 2 days because they lost.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
He was watching it on his breaks from trial work. So, and those breaks, the games are like 2.5 hours, 3 hours long. So that was a long break.
Yeah.
He was watching every minute of it.
No wonder he had to work this weekend.
I know.
Mississippi State is 30-13, which is pretty good, but they're only 9-9 in conference play. So
yeah,
that's not good. So
wow.
So bad.
But they've got I will say this, they've got, which Shiloh would be interested, nobody else. They've got a really hot girl who plays softball, who has a big NIL deal. Briley St. Clair.
When you said big, I thought you were going a different direction.
No, Briley St. Clair. She's very popular on the socials, I believe, and she has a big NIL deal with somebody. Ooh. She's pretty hot. I'll admit, she's pretty hot.
I'll have to research that later.
Surely not.
I'll have to research that later.
I'll find her for you.
To get us back on topic, and you cut that out. The playoffs have started for the NBA and for the NHL. So the Mavs played yesterday, representing the Mavs with my hat. They got their asses handed to them. They scored 30 points in the first half. Of that 38 were in the second quarter. So the game was over by that point. We actually watched it at the various bars we were at, and they ended up losing by like
various bars
10 points, but it wasn't that close. Like I think they missed like 16 shots in a row or something. They played awful, and Jason Kidd ripped them a new one. Thank you, Sally Ann. Just went off on them because they played like shit. And the Clippers don't have their best player, Kawhi Leonard. He sat the game out. So that doesn't bode well for us if we couldn't beat them when they're down their best player. They did not do so well. The Stars play in 45 minutes, and they're playing Go Stars. They're playing the defending champion Las Vegas Golden Knights. So that's kind of, the Stars are the number 1 seed in the Western Conference, and it's kind of shitty for them to have to play the Vegas team because they had a couple injuries to some of their key players, and that's why they ended up being a wild card. And one of their players is back, so it's actually going to be a tough series for us. It's not going to be a cakewalk like it should be against a wild card. But I'm going to the game on Wednesday, so I'll be there. Cheering them on.
Yay!
Cool.
Can I ask a Mavericks question, Coach Daddy?
Yes.
Somebody mentioned to me, is there rumors that Mark Cuban is wanting to move the Mavericks to Vegas?
No.
No? Okay.
No, so
I thought he sold the Mavericks.
He's still a minority owner, and he's still like the face of the Mavericks. Like he still is there. He sold them to Hotel Magnet. I don't really know what to call them.
From Vegas,
From Vegas, yeah. So they bought the majority ownership. The premise is not to move the Mavs. So the Mavs have I think 10 years left on their lease at the American Airlines Center.
Mm-hmm.
And Mark Cuban owns all of that land. Where he has the practice facility, all that stuff west of 75 right there.
Yeah.
So he bought more of the land over there. So the rumor is that they are wanting to the reason that Vegas team bought in is they're wanting to put in kind of a casino resort type thing.
Oh.
And they're giving themselves 10 years to get gambling legalized in Texas so they can do it.
Oh, wow.
So that's why they bought in.
But keep the Mavericks here.
So the Mavs would have a stadium there. There'd be like a hotel. Like it'd be this whole entertainment center around the Mavs. Yeah. So that's
downtown right there, huh?
But they're banking on gambling being legal in Texas, right? Like, okay.
And we already have the lottery. It's fine. I mean, also good luck because Ann Richards, when she was governor, tried to turn the Astrodome into a casino. That was like her big initiative, and that did not happen. It still sits there empty. But yeah, I'm telling you that. So they're not looking to move to Vegas. They're looking to bring Vegas to Dallas, basically.
Vegas to Dallas.
That makes sense. I was like, I had not heard that one. That was a new one to me.
No, like even at the game on the game yesterday, Cuban was actually on the, like he had a front row seat, like he was there. So he's still involved. He just isn't. He's no longer the majority owner, but he's still very involved in the day-to-day operations.
Yeah, I think his son was with him. Can you imagine being Mark Cuban's son, or any kid of Mark Cuban? Like being able to.
He's
sit with
really
your dad.
obnoxious.
I mean, being able to go to all the games and sit. But
he's kind of obnoxious, right? So.
Oh, for sure, he's obnoxious. But I mean, like, imagine that life, like, growing up where your dad has billions of dollars. Literally anything you want, you could have. Like
I cannot relate to that. In case y'all were wondering.
No. Yeah, I had Spam sandwich as a kid. I cannot relate to having billions of dollars.
I don't think I've ever had Spam. But
oh my god,
it's good.
How about sizzle pork and?
I'll take you camping, Sally, and we'll cook some Spam for you.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Like Spam's very popular in Hawaii. I remember when we went, like you could get fried Spam sandwiches or something. I don't know. I didn't try it. So.
It's like all the parts of the. It's like all the parts of the pig or whatever animal they use.
All the leftover stuff.
Eat.
Yeah.
It's all the like the lips.
Like,
and the...
is it kind of like? And I say this. I'm going to use the term that we use, and I think Andy knows this term too. In the South, is it kind of like Viennas?
Viennas,
not Vienna, not Vienna sausages. Viennas.
What?
That's what we called them.
It's the eyelids and the toenails. Allegedly.
Yeah.
I
mean, it's like a hot dog too. Like it's all the parts that you can't actually like. They're used. It's processed meat is what's Spam. I mean, really, it's like all the stuff made into that
parts
made
of
into the thing, and it's cheap.
And the upper and the lower lips, all of that.
All of it, yeah. But I mean, and it's cheap and it's like unhealthy, and it is like. Has the shit salted out of it, like it is like. It is
but if you're poor, it can go a long way.
It's cheap and it's protein.
And it's protein. Exactly.
And you fry it, you throw it in a sandwich, you put some ketchup on it, you're good to go.
Ew, no. Eggs.
No, I mean I don't
eggs.
get me wrong. I'll eat a bologna sandwich, so I'm guessing that's no better. So.
Yeah. But only the bologna with the red.
The red
string
thing around
the red thing around it. That's the best. Yeah, that's the best bologna.
Do you take the waistband off of it, or do you keep it on?
Waistband.
Pull it off and fry it up.
And then fried bologna, you have to kind of make a few little cuts in it before you throw it.
Or else make it into a little hat.
Exactly.
Anyway, back to you, Shiloh.
Anyway, I could talk about stuff like that, you know.
back
Viennas and bologna and
without an accent.
Viennas. And as we called, I've laughed about this. What do y'all call just like you go to the convenience store, just a packet of like peanut butter crackers or cheese and crackers, you know, the one that comes like 6 in a package. What do y'all call those?
Crackers.
Okay. And at least in Mississippi, and I think it's only in Mississippi, we call them nabs. I don't know. Everybody calls them nabs.
Nabs? Because you were stealing them?
No, NABS nabs. I think it was short for Nabisco when Nabisco made them. But everybody, like, I can say that, but only people from Mississippi know what I'm talking about when I'm like, you want a pack of nabs? And
it's a state that has like 15 syllables. They only can use words that have 1 syllable. Is that how that
works? We use all our syllables on the state name. So
I do that with paper towels. Instead of like paper towels, I say Scott towels because it's a brand name. But it's just I always tell Rick, can you give me a Scott towel? And he goes, we don't have Scott towels. We have paper towels. I'm like, well,
that's funny. Do you always buy Scott towels or
no? We buy the
Costco brand or whatever.
Yeah,
Via or whatever.
Yeah. Brawny or something.
Brawny.
But I always
like
call
the
Scott
man.
towels.
Okay, I like that. Okay, is that it with sports? But
the Rangers are still playing. I mean, it's early on. They're 1 game over 500. They've only played for 3 weeks, and
how did they do against the Braves?
Braves won, right?
They lost the first 2 games and won the second game, and we caught part of the game yesterday too at the various bars we were at.
It was good.
That game was good, but we did not pitch well in the other 2 games, and we're not hitting. So it's they kind of played like the Titans, like you can't win if you don't score enough runs, and you can't walk everyone. So
go Braves.
Well, if you're the Legends team, you can't win. Period.
Oh.
Sorry.
How do you mute him?
That Shannon's
Sorry.
team, the legacy team.
Yeah, we've won games.
We're gonna play a head-to-head game and see who wins.
There you go.
Oh, okay, easily. We'll do it. Let's do it.
When are y'all going to do that? Because I want to come be a spectator.
Yeah, bring your pom-poms.
And
Sit in the middle though. Sit in the middle so that you don't have to like choose one side you want to be on.
pick a
Oh,
side.
for sure.
No,
for
pick
sure.
a side.
And then
No.
gradually, as the score goes up, you can start moving to that side.
And we'll play in wigs. It'll be fine.
Oh, good. Yeah, it'll be fun. Maybe I'll wear a wig. I don't know. So.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay. Well, what's going on in the world of entertainment? Eva?
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Just a couple of updates that I have. I know the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills is over, but there has been some recent developments coming in.
Yes.
There have been 2 fired castmates from the previous season.
Who's
Crystal,
the other one? Oh, yeah.
Crystal was one of them, and she's been there for 3 years, I believe, 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
So that was kind of a shock. She's also really good friends with Kathy Hilton and that family. So that was kind of a shock that she was on the out. But she just, I don't know whether she just didn't have a really good season or she's really kind of just there, honestly. And she'll speak up. She was very loud and something that she should have been given during the season at the reunion. She seemed to be a little bit combative with one of the other castmates. They got fired. Anne Marie, she was a one and doneer, which is a very small class of housewives. When they are on one season and then they're like, yeah, you've brought nothing. But her husband was a former football player. So his last name's Wiley. I don't know what his first name is. But he played football. And he's also, I think I talked about it before, has been accused of sexual misconduct and also transphobic. And so, but yeah, so anyways, those 2 got fired. And then apparently on the chopping block are Dorit, who's been there for
really,
I think 7 years. She had a couple of storylines the past couple of years with the break-in and being held at gunpoint. But as they stole all of her belongings, she asked the robbers to please leave her phone because they took her phone. So it was very shady and weird, and the story but this last season she dealt with all the PTSD from that and everything because her kids were asleep upstairs. Her husband wasn't there. He was traveling. But she's on the chopping block. And also the longest running OG of any of the franchises now, Kyle, has been rumored. There's a report that came out yesterday, I believe, that basically Bravo had given her an ultimatum that she either has to come out and put her lesbian relationship on the show or she's done.
Really?
I think that I think it's rumors, of course, but there might be some truth to it. But I think that Kyle's pretty secure with her place there. I think if she wasn't going to come back, it'd be her own decision. And especially with all that stuff going with her marriage and the lesbian relationship and all that.
So I told you I was watching that Selling Beverly Hills.
Yeah.
So towards the end of it is when, I think it's towards the end of it, when it starts talking about them being separated, right? So it's about it's about Mauricio and his girls and their real estate business for everybody that doesn't know that show. Anyway, so he was saying, they were asking him about, one of his friends was asking him about Kyle and this girl, and he was like, no, I think they're just friends. I think they I'm like, when's the next episode coming out? Because there's
well, what's interesting about the show is that Bravo was apparently irritated with them for that because they discussed it on his show before they discussed it on Beverly Hills. Really? And that's why if you watch the season, they had that little powwow at the end of the last episode where they had to, that show had already been out and had already been, so they basically went back to refilm it, some scenes with the family so that they could discuss it so that Bravo would have, they wouldn't have to wait for the reunion. Because then they filmed the reunion months after, the last episode. That's why none of them go like 2 months without talking because they've all been feuding or whatever, and they see each other for the first time at the reunion. So they went back and reshot those scenes so that they could have some sort of, because she kept denying it and not wanting to talk about it. But then they got pissed off at Mauricio because he was on his show on Netflix, right? It's on Netflix.
Yeah.
And he was just like forthcoming with it. And, he was willing to talk about it. So, but well, it'll be interesting to see. I think they start filming in the next couple months, I believe in the summers when they usually start filming. And there have been 2 rumored returns. Eileen Davidson is in talks to return, which I loved Eileen. I thought she was great.
Like from The Young and the Restless?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
She was on there for 4 seasons before.
Oh, she was also EJ's mama on Days.
She was
wasn't she?
Kristen Demira. Oh, I could go into. She played twin sisters Penelope.
I was gonna say she played a crazy one, right?
She played
Ashley
Kristen.
Abbott. She was Ashley Abbott on Y&R, right?
Y&R, yes, for the longest time, and then Days grabbed her when her contract expired, and she was at one point playing triplets.
Yeah.
One was a nun, one was crazy, and the other one was a man. Yeah. And then she was playing her regular character that she would play. And I think that's what led her to leave the show, because she was so exhausted having to play all these roles.
I would love to be a fly on the wall in the writers' room for Days of Our Lives.
Yeah.
I mean,
but she won an Emmy this past time she was on there this recent time, but which is the first Emmy she's ever won. Which I kind of find it ironic because she originated the role of Ashley, and she was nominated for years, and they didn't manage to give her an Emmy. Days of Our Lives, said, let's play Cuckoo one more time, and we'll get you that Emmy.
and now there are so few soap operas. So
yeah. What's interesting though, real quick about that, is that they still bring her back occasionally, but she plays those characters that are the twins or the triplets from before, because the newest actress that plays that character has pretty much solidified it as her character. She's played it longer. So Eileen has actually told her that's her role. I don't want to do it. I'd rather play these characters and all this stuff. So I think that's very, very cool of her to do, because but anyways, and then Denise Richards is also in return, as talks in returning.
Really?
Now that the Rinna rat, Lisa Rinna's gone, which I think if Eileen comes back, she's gonna have to have some sort of like friend. And Lisa Rinna is her daytime, compadre, and that's what they really bonded over, and that's how Eileen, I think, got on, because of Lisa Rinna. So I don't know. We'll see what when filming starts. There's usually, I get on Reddit and see people like I would, it's taking like ninja photos of them, like, oh my God, they're filming and it's Denise and it's Camille. And so they kind of give a spoiler on who's with the cast and everything. So, but the biggest news, so that's a little bit of reality TV stuff, but the biggest news was over the weekend.
Here we go.
Taylor Swift released a new album. Now,
yes, she did.
I think in the previous podcast or one before that, I came out as a Swiftie, and I think we talked about the Eras tour on
Can
this.
You go
podcast.
back in the closet on that Swiftie thing.
I think we've all talked about the fact that we respect the hell out of her, right? Like she's amazing. Yeah. I just get tired of hearing about her. That's all.
I'm tired of. Okay, so this is what I'm going to say. Sometimes too much is too much. And I think what she needs to do
not in Texas, honey. Yeah.
Take a long break. Like, enjoy your relationship. Like she was
enjoy your relationship. You don't have to release a double album, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's a double album. Not just one album, but it's a double album. Where she talks, of course, she's very angry.
Yeah.
What is it? Retaliation or something like that. It just
she's bringing she's naming names, right?
She's naming names finally, and it's kind of like, okay, so then of course these feuds get reignited, and Kim Kardashian, the ex-boyfriend that was the lead singer, or that is the lead singer for the 1975, which is an indie band, and then it's like Kendrick Lamar and Drake and Charlie Puth, and it's like girl, really? But it seems to be her MO though. Like this is like her, like, oh, you ruined my life, and now I'm going to write a song about it and it's going to be iconic because that's
And her
a word I'm obsessed
Swifties,
with.
her Swifties would run through a brick wall for her.
Oh my
I
gosh!
mean,
Oh my gosh!
there's-
Well, what's interesting about that is that you mentioned that is that there have been reviews for the album that have been from big time critics, but there are also been some that are anonymous because they're afraid of
the
Swifties
retaliation
coming at them and giving them death threats and all of this stuff via social media. And you
so the Swifties are like the Scientologists, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
it's like you take
thing.
that,
They'll ruin you.
yeah, you take that seriously nowadays.
Are there
the
levels
Swiftitologists?
I think it's a gradual progression.
Yeah,
where you get to where I hated her, and then it's like, oh, I kind of like her.
Yeah.
Then
I'm
you're
drinking the
obsessed with
Kool-Aid. I'm drinking the Kool-Aid now.
Yeah.
But yeah, the reviews for it are pretty bad. It's
are
like,
they? Okay.
yeah, out of her, this is I think her 12th album, 11th and 12th, I guess, since it's a double album, and I think it's her lowest score. I go through Pitchfork, which is a very reputable magazine, music magazine, and they do really good critiques on a lot of the music, and mostly I agree with them on them. So they're
But
pretty
she
reputable.
collaborated with a lot of people on those.
She did,
didn't she?
She did, yeah. And she also, and my thing is, and I was talking to Shannon, I think about this the other day on Saturday. When did she find the time to do this? Like she's like spanning the globe. Remember when she was afraid that she wasn't going to make it to what was it what award show? The Super Bowl. It was the Super Bowl.
The Super Bowl, yeah.
The Super Bowl.
Because she was in Tokyo. Yeah,
she was in Tokyo
like that.
Of course, and she doesn't give a crap about her carbon footprint because she's the most.
She's gonna preach to us about it though.
Yeah, she's the most not polluted, but
she's got the biggest. Yeah, she's the biggest defender for sure.
Yeah, of that. So,
was this how we make the podcast famous? We're going to talk shit about Taylor. Is that how we get famous?
No. That's not my goal. But I just really wish.
Hey, if it makes us famous, I don't know.
Well, I mean, look, I come from that the music generation of when you would have a very famous album come out or an album from a famous star, like say Madonna, and then she would tour, she would release singles. And then she just take a break.
And then you didn't hear anything.
And then you didn't hear anything about her. And then when you did, like 2 or 3 years later, you're like, oh my God, Madonna's coming out with a new album. I don't know if we're gonna get to the point where it's Taylor fatigue, but I'm there.
You think the spite and revenge is a little much right now?
I agree with you.
She's very talented, and that's taken a lot for me to learn. It's very catchy, but I think I think she's catering towards these teenagers that have kind of stayed with her throughout her entire career, that have grown up with her. And I mean, I say that because I grew up with Mariah Carey, and she could, do no wrong in my book. Even though I've heard stories about her being like a horrible human being.
Not so nice,
yeah. But I think that everyone is just kind of like always in her corner, no matter what, because then she'll release something and then she'll come out with like, oh, my music catalog got stolen. Now I have to re-record all my music. And I'm like, oh,
but she sold that. It didn't get stolen. She sold it. Like,
yeah, she it was a deal. It was a dirty deal.
But now that Scooter guys, it was a legal.
It was legal. It was legal. It just didn't. It wasn't in her favor, and so then of course I was wronged, and then they all rushed towards
she made a lot of money on
her.
it,
Yeah, she made a lot of money,
and then she made a lot more money when she re-released everything. So
exactly, yeah, and it's just
if you ask
now
me.
We don't know what she does behind the scenes. Everything she does behind the scenes, with the money that she makes. I mean, we do know
she has cats.
I do know she does a lot of donations.
Yeah.
Well, when does that cat ever get her love? She's never at home.
No, she doesn't.
Does it travel with her?
I bet. I mean, like I'm sitting here looking at my cat right now. He's sitting here staring at me. Like, what are we doing? So.
And then also, she was recently at Coachella, and she actually came out on stage and performed in front of the performers. And it's like, girl, yeah, it's like,
you're like,
but yeah. So right. I haven't listened to the album. I'm sure I'll give it a listen.
Well, because do you have a weekend to do it? I mean,
it's just I don't know. Maybe it'll be my sleep music since it's pretty maudlin.
No, have her read a story to you. That sounds better.
Right? Maybe that. Well, don't give her any ideas because now it's going to be like Taylor Swift
yeah,
lullabies.
now she'll do that too. Yeah.
Where she's singing lullabies to the next generation of
Oh,
babies
Lord.
that she wants to infect with her music, so they stick with her. But yeah, it's Taylor.
Hey, let me change the subject real quick because I know we're running out of time. But when you were talking about the big exits on Bravo, I thought you were going to be talking about Andy Cohen. Isn't that the rumor?
Yes.
That is the rumor, but
getting the
Bravo
boot.
has debunked it. Bravo came
Okay.
out with a statement that said that there's no truth to it.
Well, that's what Andy told us. So
There's no
Yeah,
truth.
Andy.
There's no truth to his. There's no truth to his exit. Now there probably are truth to his.
to his
coke habit,
his behavior,
His issues,
his misogyny, all that, good stuff. But
there was probably some childhood trauma somewhere. He can blame it.
Probably. But that's another person, that he needs to take some time away from all these Housewives franchises. And he's got two kids now. He's got two kids. Like, be a father, But yeah, that's another rumor that I think Bravo has already, denounced that.
Okay.
I think he's there to say. Where would he go? What would he do?
Go away.
He doesn't need to do anything. He has so much money. Are you kidding?
He doesn't have to do anything.
But
Somebody
he's gay.
would
He
pick
needs
up
to be in the limelight.
Somebody would do a reality show with him, like Netflix or somebody.
Yeah,
He needs to go far away.
Yeah.
I would. My speculation would be if he did leave Bravo, he would create a network take all the housewives with him, and it would just be, I don't know.
You call it the Coke Network.
So, right. it would just be all housewives all the time, and you would just never get any break from it. Which, I mean, don't get me wrong, I would subscribe. I would have to. It'd be research. It would be research. But
maybe we could get our sponsors to pay for it. If maybe they could be our sponsor, right?
Right. That would be great.
Start promoting it.
And the last thing I'll say is the Real Housewives of DC has been released on Peacock Network. Now, a little tidbit about DC. It only lasted one season. And it was one of the earliest seasons. It was during the Obama administration, I believe 2010. And the first episode, it features a cast of just wacky women. One being married to a guy, I think, I can't remember what he does, but I think they had money. But they actually, it was the White House correspondence.
They
snuck in.
They snuck in with no vetting, nothing. Yeah. They didn't have a ticket. They didn't, they weren't supposed to be there. And that's the first episode of the season. And it kind of like caused such a controversy because of the security clearance and being that close to the president, being nobody. And they've since either for legal reasons, they've had that sucker in the vault for years, and they've sorted that out. And so they've just put it on Peacock. It's one season. Give it a shot. It's really good. It's crazy.
I didn't realize they were only one season. Okay.
Yeah, they've since rebranded it as the Real Housewives of Potomac. So, and that features an all black cast instead of an all white cast. So they wanted diversity.
Potomac or Potomac?
Potomac.
Potomac.
I read it the way it's spelled.
I was like, wait, what's Potomac?
Rick always tells me it's Potomac, I'm like, I don't care, it's Potomac.
You know where that's on a map?
For Potomac. I mean, the president is POTUS, so it might as well be Potomac, right? Yeah. I mean, I'm there with you, but I was going, okay, wait, what?
And it's so funny to watch them fight over the in Potomac because they don't fight about like whose husband's cheating on them or whatever. They fight over where in Potomac they live. Like, oh no, you're not in Potomac, you're in North Potomac. I'm like, girl, is this really what we have to talk about?
Or is it like, I wonder if it's like, what is it, like Falls Church, all those areas?
Yeah.
Stuff.
Or like Plano. Like I live in Dallas. No, girl, you live in Plano. It's okay.
Plano, by the way, is the second happiest city in the U.S. according to Smart Asset, and Dallas is the 11th least unhappy city. Least happy, unhappy. So I'm just saying, I'm in Plano.
Yeah,
Pretty
makes a lot of
happy.
sense. You'd have to be happy to move out there.
And Shiloh is both Plano and Dallas adjacent. So,
So
he's like,
he's a little
toes
unhappy.
the line.
I've seen him.
Leave my city alone. It's fine. Nobody needs to know about mine. We're good.
But yeah, that's funny how they fight about that stuff. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Taylor. Marsha.
So Andy, we're off next week, right?
Yes, we will be off next week.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Sally Ann.
Yay.
And
enjoy the beach.
Thanks. I'm excited.
Pick back up on Monday, May 6th, or the week of the 6th. Episode 13 will come out.
Unlucky 13.
We'll be building up to
it's all lucky.
Shannon Brown's birthday on that Saturday. Is it on Saturday? Yeah, it is on Saturday this year.
Oh gosh!
And listeners, if you want to send me gifts, feel free to do that.
Do you want to give them your Venmo,
Pam is already going to give you a gift, girl.
all that stuff.
Give them your measurements.
Yeah, exactly.
Send him some Boniva.
They've changed, guys. They've changed. His measurements have changed.
Yeah,
drastically changed.
All right. This might be our shortest episode ever.
I think it's our shortest one ever. Look at us.
Love it.
Yay.
All right.
I will see you in 2 weeks.
Bye.
And just in time for the Stars game, right? All right.
Yep.
Bye, y'all.
All right.
Oh, wait. Stop. Don't forget, if you have an idea or you want to talk to us, email us, ifosh99@gmail.com.
Yes.
Here you go, with no accent.
All right.
ifosh99.
All right, bye.
All right, bye.
All right, go Stars.
Good night.
Bye.
Go Stars. Woo woo.